The regular recommended daily dose of funny is just not enough. Thankfully, we have extra funny with TJ and Riggins.
Yowza, yowza, yowza. That's what I like to say. Yowza.
Yowza. Bazinga.
Mm-hmm. Bluey. Sometimes you'll hear about crimes and just go, "What? Why did that even enter the person's mind to do something like that?" This is one of those. The director of food and nutrition at a school district in southeast Pennsylvania, or a lot of my southern brethren and sistren would say Pennsylvania. This lady was arrested the other day because she went into a store and walked into the beer cave and moved some cases of beer and stuff around and took a dump.
Oh. In the beer cave?
Yes.
Well,
That's a,
when it hits, you know.
But it wasn't even that. There was a bathroom right next door, right next to the beer cave, and nobody was in it. They said she was completely free to go in there. Her name's Crystal Goss. She's 47, and they say that she rolled into a Royal Farms convenience store in Hanover, Pennsylvania, and then walked into the beer cave, pushed the beer out of the way, pulled down her pants, deuces all over.
You're kidding.
All around.
Was she already? Wonder if she was already on the beers, you know?
Maybe. So that she walked back out to her car and left.
Oh, she drove there.
Yeah, it was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. For some reason, the store didn't call the cops until 9:30 the next morning. And it's not clear why they waited. I mean, if somebody comes in your business and poops, are you just going to hang out and wait another 12 hours or so?
I'll wait till tomorrow. I'm trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
Well,
That would be, that's a Riggins move.
Absolutely.
right. So you think 5 o'clock was closing time for this place?
Maybe. They've already started their closing duties. They mopped the floor, and they're like, you know what? This is not a battle I'm willing to fight at the gas station tonight.
So then there are other questions in here that I have. It said the entire front wall of the walk-in fridge is glass, so she didn't have much privacy. A camera inside the fridge also got it on video, and sadly we don't have that video because I would want to see that.
Yeah.
Police didn't reveal a motive, but the store said around $80 worth of merchandise had to be tossed. How did the entire beer cooler not have to be tossed? Because you would think, like, would you be okay with drinking a case of beer that was on the other end of it, away from where she pooped, or if it's in the same room, you wouldn't want it?
I think I would still drink it.
I would too, especially if it was in a box and, you know.
Yeah.
If it's a case of beer, it's still in the cardboard, she didn't touch any of those things, I'd be okay with that.
But not a Lucy, just like a beer or a 6-pack that's not in a carton.
God forbid I'm at the point where I'm buying a Lucy. But I think that would be different. If it's not packaged in anything other than the can itself, then I might be sketched out to do it. But if you're buying Lucy's, you probably don't care either. You can probably take a dump right on top of it.
So she's facing charges for open lewdness, criminal mischief, disorderly conduct, that created a hazardous and physically offensive condition.
Yeah. Disorderly conduct. I mean, understatement of the year, you took a dump in the gas station. That's hardly disorderly.
And she didn't even buy anything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think somebody might have been in the bathroom and she had to go.
Yeah.
But, I mean, wouldn't you then just go out in the back of the building?
She's civilized, TJ. I mean, she's not an animal.
I mean, I really don't know why I'm making excuses for her anyway, but like maybe she just had to go.
And they're not giving a mugshot of her.
They don't have the video nor the mugshot, huh?
The mugshot would tell us a lot.
Well, You want to see if you can look it up?
Yeah, what's the name again? Something Goss?
Crystal Gauss, Gauss,
Maybe she's Ghost. Let's see
in Pennsylvania.
what I can find here.
I mean, how would you have friends stand beside you on that? You know, like still support you. She would have had to have had some sort of an episode of some kind that she was out of her head or whatever.
We are not our mistakes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But this is a bad mistake.
But
If
is it a mistake?
Yeah, I don't know.
She may have done it and said, hell yeah, I did it. I'd do it again.
Oh, here's the whole thing about her. She's the director of food and nutrition services?
Yeah, at a school.
Yeah, at a school.
At the, I think maybe for the whole district.
Maybe.
The district.
Yeah, well, this might have just been like a mental collapse.
Yeah.
And just like a manic episode where she's like, ah.
She does work at a school, so
Yeah.
She said the kids are driving her crazy.
yeah. Or the other teachers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, them schools.
You take one dump in a gas station, all of a sudden, I can't work with kids? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, actually.
Beer cave. It's not. You act like they gave you a key on the end of a stick of wood, and you went to the bathroom.
I think I'd rather take it.
What if you went in the beer cave to get you an 18 pack, and this woman's in there taking a dump?
It's your business, lady. I mean, I'm still getting my beer.
I would run out of there
Turn
so
away.
fast. I don't want to be in that close proximity to somebody who's pooping.
Ever.
I would mention it to the person working up at the front.
Yeah,
That's not something I would ignore.
I would hope you would.
Yeah, I would.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like getting involved, but I would say something there.
Yeah, I'd be acting like the place was on fire. I'd be the same amount of panic in my voice. Hey, pooping! She's pooping in there. Get out! Get out!
Taking a huge dump. Wow.
This is not a drill.
I mean, dookie everywhere.
But I mean, that's another trend we're seeing. People defecating, when they're either out of their minds with anger or whatever, and people stripping down naked.
Yeah.
And going ballistic.
Well, I'd rather strip down naked. That's for sure.
Yeah. But isn't that like a sign, one of the biggest signs of disrespect for somebody? Is to just, poop on their stuff.
Yeah.
I poop on you. Yeah, that's bad. You can't be pooping on people's stuff.
No.
At all.
Ugh. Did you find a picture of her?
I know that. I mean, it's hard to verify it's her. There have been articles written about her helping the community with these food drives and things like that, but I don't know if it's her, and I'm afraid to, put it up on camera if it's not.
I bet she's really hot.
Really hot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just know it.
I have my suspicions.
What if she's completely sane and she was just in there trying to buy some beer and she just couldn't help? I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking it sounds like she's a pretty stand-up woman, minus this little incident.
Yeah. It's just a temporary lapse in judgment.
I mean, food drives and kids, and I don't know. Feel kind of bad for her now.
If I had to poop that bad, I wouldn't stop to get beer. I would say I'll come back out to get the beer. Or
what if it just hit though? I don't know. I've never been.
It doesn't
in this
hit
situation.
that hard where it's like I have to go now.
If there was someone in the bathroom, and she's, I can't wait. But why there? Why, like I said, why not go out back or something?
I'd rather poop in my pants than do it in somebody's beer cave.
Yeah, because it's not illegal to have an emergency poop in your pants.
Exactly. Remember that, kids. It's not against the law to crap your pants.
Or in your car, your own
That's
personal vehicle.
Rob pooped in his car one time, and no one came and arrested him.
Wait, in the car?
Oh, I forgot you didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Never talk to Rob again.
Yeah, he was. It was an emergency, and he was trying to get home. He didn't choose a gas station and go in their beer cave.
Whoa,
it's crazy.
Yeah, and you've never done that.
No, I don't think so.
I haven't either.
I would remember it if I pooped my pants.
Lindsay's done it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Probably doing it right now.
I am. I've already done it.
She's a chronic pooper.
Yeah.
Pants pooper.
You can't have a tattoo on your wrist and not crap your pants every once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
More Extra Funny next.
Okay, guys, I can't gatekeep this anymore. I cannot wait for you to try Love Indus skincare products. I am so obsessed with them. Love Indus has gotten awards in Cosmopolitan magazine, in Vogue, Beauty Best products. You're going to love Love Indus. It's a celebrated skincare line that blends South Asia's rarest ingredients with advanced dermatology. It consistently gets beauty reviews and rave reviews on the products. You have to check them out. Over 5-star reviews. It's insane. And I spoke with them, and they actually gave all the listeners of our show 21% off their entire order with code TJ. So get it at loveindus.com or the deals page at tjriggins.com/deals.
When you subscribe to the show, you get all of our shows right when you open up your podcast apps, YouTube app, or social media. Learn more at tjriggins.com/subscribe.
Welcome to Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins.
I don't keep up with country music stars, and the gossip and that sort of thing. My wife does. She's all about the country stars. But Casey Musgraves, I always get Casey Musgraves and Teeny Ballerini, or what's her name? Kelsey Ballerini. I get those two mixed up. But Casey Musgraves is the one that's just insufferable, right? Isn't she the one that's just like such a nails on a chalkboard kind of personality?
Oh, I think she's so hot.
Well, hot or not, but isn't she?
Oh, I don't know anything
like
about her.
Feminist and all of that kind of stuff?
Oh.
I think she is.
Okay.
I think she's not my kind of people. Let me put it that way. From what and neither is that Teeny Ballerini. They're both liberals. But they said that she posted up on the X. She said, quote, "Is it possible to die of horniness? Asking for a friend," end quote.
Oh.
No, first of all, that's just trashy. It's trashy.
Horny.
And then the whole asking for a friend is so lame. People don't say that anymore. Yeah. Asking for a friend.
Like, we know it's you.
But I believe she's a feminist. Pretty sure.
Okay.
Could be wrong. But if you're going to put something out there like that, even though you're trying to be funny or whatnot, you're just asking for creeps to come out of the woodwork and start leaving you creepy, disgusting messages. Now, if you're okay with that, great. But if you're going to, if you complain about it and say, look at these creeps and gross and blah, 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 I mean, not saying you deserve it, but that's what that means. When you ask a question that's of that type of nature, you're asking for people to say things like, "Hey, I'll save your life right now. I got the cure for what you need." Things of that nature. What else? How else is somebody supposed to respond to that?
Well, it's obvious. She knew what that was going to lead to.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, and I don't know any of the response. I don't know anything past that, and what she posted, and the story I read, the little blurb I read, was not coming down on her for it. They were writing it like it was funny or whatnot, and it could be funny, but
Could it?
I mean, some people think that kind of thing is funny. Now, as a professional funny person, I didn't think it was funny, especially saying asking for a friend, because that kind of just made it even worse than I thought it was to begin with on a comedy scale.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
You know,
doesn't have me in stitches.
no, I mean, she might as well just said, "Is it possible to die of horniness? Charlie bit me."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
or I don't feel like adulting today.
Yeah.
And I
She
hate
should have
it.
just written, people send me creepy messages.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Or-
send me sexually suggestive messages, or just plain sexual messages that don't even have to be suggestive. Just
right.
no subtlety.
Or videos.
Tell me how
yeah.
you would cure me, how you would save my life if I'm about to die of
Yeah.
horniness like I am.
Oh, and I hate that word. I hate the word
Horny.
horny. I can't stand
Yeah, I don't
That's
like
my
it.
I do
moist,
too.
women.
It's the worst.
It's so gross, and I don't know why, but I've never said it in a serious way.
I don't
and
like it either.
It's gross. Horny.
And there's a
Nobody
reason.
should say it in a serious way.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Mike Myers used it in Austin Powers the way he did, because it's a funny, ridiculous word. Did I make you horny, baby? That's it just gives you that, like that's not even a real word. I'm the same way with the word tits. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate when, and it's usually women, and the what do you call it? Cotillion graduates who would say, "Tits, my tits."
Ugh.
It's the worst.
I much prefer titties.
Titties. Like with D, double D,
Yeah,
like
titties.
titties.
Yeah.
I just want to see one of your titties, girl.
It's still pretty bad, doesn't it?
So
I guess
weird.
it depends on context, but it's pretty
Yeah.
bad.
That's that Jim Carrey bit.
Yeah.
Can I see one titty?
Yeah.
But yeah, just horniness. Come on.
Isn't there a mascot, the horny toads?
Yeah, the horned frogs.
Horn
Yeah,
frog.
TCU.
I could never go there.
Yeah, Texas.
because
Yeah,
of
because
that.
it's a Christian university. You wouldn't make
Well, I wouldn't get in.
You couldn't be a horny toad?
it. A horned frog.
Horned frog.
Horny toad. Horned frog, whatever.
Well, I mean, they're
Anything
usually called
horned,
horny
no.
toads. They're just. I think that's. They chose the higher road.
Thankfully.
Yeah,
So,
the horned frogs.
Yeah. I'm not crazy about the word. It's like, ugh.
yeah.
That's a gross word.
Yeah, especially when it's preceded by the word swamp,
That's even
Yeah.
nastier.
swamp crotch.
Ugh. But horny is the word. I can't stand it.
But is that? I mean, to post that on the social medias, if you're a celebrity, you're just asking for attention, right?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
you want to be funny and provocative on X and Twitter. Like that's just what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get the want to do that because I've tried it a bunch and it never works out well for me. But I get why you want to do it. Oh, I'm a little bored. I'm going to throw something out there that's going to get a lot of responses and people are going to be like, oh my gosh, this is great. I get wanting to do that, but it's not what I would do. I'm horny. And it's like, yeah, you're
I
just
don't
going to
get
get
it at all.
dudes with, just nasty pictures getting sent back to you. And she probably gets that anyway. Even when
Ugh.
she's not being provocative like that, she
Yeah.
probably gets that all day long.
Right. Which I assumed that, and that's why I would think that she would try to avoid something that is definitely going to bring that.
Yeah.
Well, she's clearly not a classy lady. So I think we've established
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So now I don't like her. After all this, TJ started out not really caring for her. No, I don't like her.
I mean, it's just trashy. And I'm not saying I've never done anything trashy, because I have, But
And we've all got our moments.
But we haven't posted it on the internet for a lifelong journey with it.
I was thinking about posting the exact same thing today to see what kind of response I got compared to what kind of response she would get.
Yeah, try it.
Yeah. But then I remembered,
Yeah.
I don't want my family to die of embarrassment. So
Right.
It's an experiment.
Right.
Come on.
same reason I don't do TikTok dances.
It's for the show.
Yeah, it's content.
Sure. Because I am a content creator / influencer.
Yeah.
That's what I am.
It's Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins. Make your company part of the new radio explosion. Go to tjriggins.com/explosion. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins.